Coming up, we have your July 2020 Las Vegas real estate market update.
Hey everyone, I'm Steve.
And I'm Kristen.
We are the Thomas Group with Love Local Real Estate, here to bring you your July 2020 Las Vegas market update from the gorgeous Mount Charleston.
Yeah, beautiful.
If you've never heard of Mount Charleston before, you'd never think it was in Las Vegas, would you?
Right. People have no idea that this is here.
No, for those of you that don't like partying and, gambling in the casinos and the stuff that the Strip has to offer, you might be surprised to learn that lots of people move to Vegas and Henderson area for the outdoors.
Yeah.
Because outside here in Mount Charleston, it is beautiful. And one of the benefits I find about it is it's 20 degrees cooler here than it is in Vegas. So right now we're in the summer in my suit, and it's pretty warm, but it's not as hot as I would be down on the Strip.
Right, not at all. Yeah, and there's so much to do here. I mean, there's hiking trails, there's these cool cabins that you can rent. There's the lodge at Mount Charleston, right, Steve?
Yeah, down at Halloween and sort of around Christmas time. If you like a little tipple, they do boozy hot chocolates.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
And they're fun. Loads of walking trails around here.
Yeah, great hikes.
Lots to do, and amazing views as well. In this market update, we are going to talk a little bit about the massive lack of inventory, how that's maybe helping keep prices stable and maybe even increasing the prices itself. We're going to talk about a lot of the furloughs that are happening in the casinos and the hotels here in Las Vegas. And we're also going to talk about the demand from people moving here from maybe other big cities all around the United States. So let's get into the market update.
We have had a crazy month, huh, Steve?
Yeah, it's been busy.
Yeah, you know how in our last videos, if you've been watching us, we talked about this pent-up demand. Sales are really up.
Yep, sales have been great this month. Massive jump from last month.
Right. Now, this is the most significant thing to me. The median sales price of single-family homes jumped up to $325,000. I mean, that is a record for Las Vegas. Previously, our high was $319,000. Now, that number is up 3.2% from last month and up 6.9% from the same time last year.
Wow. Yeah, that's some pretty strong growth considering everything.
Right. We're going to talk about why that's happened in a little bit. We'll give you a hint, not a lot of inventory. So the number of units sold for single family homes was 2,464. That's up 44.7% from last month. And we're still down slightly, 15.1% from the same time last year.
So that 44.7% you're talking about, that's the dam bursting. This is 44.7% more buyers active in the market than the previous month.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
So now onto inventory, which is why we're seeing that median sales price creep up. There was 5,079 homes for sale last month. That is down 12.4% from the previous month, which we already had low inventory the previous month, and down 35% from the same time last year. There's just not a lot of homes on the market. People
still don't want to be moving out of town, a little bit hesitant of where they're going to go. I feel like a lot of people are still very bullish on Las Vegas.
Absolutely. Now, and something else that we wanted to talk about too, within that small pool of inventory that we have, there's a lot of overpricing. 53% of the homes are overpriced. If your home is priced right, it should be selling in under a month right now. And something else to keep in mind too, we're definitely seeing a lot of the available properties are tenant occupied right now, which means we cannot show them. So there's a good chunk of those properties that are sitting on the market, hoping and praying probably for an investor that doesn't need to see it, but you know what, they're probably just gonna sit there until we can show those properties again.
100%, unless it's a screaming deal.
Unless it's a screaming deal. I like that. I haven't heard that one before. One last thing is the number of new listings. There was 3,244 new listings, up slightly 0.4% from the previous month, and still new listings are down 23% from the same time last year. Goes hand in hand with our inventory. You can see how that's working. So our months of inventory is 2.1.
We keep selling all of the homes exactly the same rate that we're doing. We're not going to have any left in 2.1 months.
Right. Exactly.
But only remember 50% of them are priced to sell.
This is heavily a seller's market right now. People that are moving need to just keep that in mind, right? Our buyers.
Yeah, if you're shopping in the $350,000 to $500,000 range, it's going to be really challenging for you.
So moving on to condos and townhomes. Now, they did not see the big jump in demand that the single family home saw. The median sales price did move up to $187,250, and that is up 1.2% from last month and up 5.3% from the same time last year. So we're still seeing significant year-over-year gains, but you know, we kind of talked about why.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to think about the economy in Las Vegas is very heavily centric around tourism, hospitality, performers, dancers and shows and stuff. They're not able to work right now, a lot of them. Typically, properties under 250,000,
condos and townhomes.
Condos and townhomes, they're first-time buyers. They're types of properties that, you know, people working on the strip would be buying, but because majority of them are furloughed, they're not in work. We're seeing that, I believe, reflected in the numbers.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does. So the sales for condos and townhomes were 470 sales. That is up 26.3% from last month. So definitely increased, but not the 45% that single family homes increased. And the sales are still down 35% from the same time last year. Just a little bit of a slower rebound that we're seeing there. There were 1,616 homes for sale. That is down 8.6% from last month and down 16.6% from the same time last year. Inventory is hurting, whether it's for single family homes or for condos and townhomes. And along the same lines, there were 758 new listings, and that's up 4.6% from last month and still down 24% from last year. So you can see, again, we have low inventory, still a medium high demand. So our months of inventory for condos and townhomes is 3.4 months, still favoring the seller.
I'm sure many of you have seen in the news and newspaper and on the internet and stuff that a lot of the hotels, big casinos, are saying that they're not going to be maybe reopened for a long while, and a lot of the staff are being furloughed. Well, how do you think that's going to play into everything, Kristen?
Yeah, so I mean, they've just come out, Penn Gaming, who owns Tropicana, and Sahara has come out as well, saying that while they did temporarily furlough employees, which means their intention was to bring them back on, tourism is down, obviously. So they did just send out a notice to a lot of their employees that these temporary layoffs are most likely going to end up as permanent layoffs. I mean, this is pretty important.
Yeah, it is. What numbers I'd like to see is how many people in total, because then what I'd like to see is, you know, approximately how many of them are going to be owning homes.
Right. That's important.
Because that's when, you know, foreclosures start happening, short sales start creeping into the market, when you just don't have a job.
Yeah.
The government is not, you know, supporting anymore. So I'd be interested to see how many people that was, you know, directly going to affect.
Yeah, and I will say this, some of them, they didn't actually release the numbers, but one of the companies said about 400 people that this would affect.
Just in that one?
In the one casino. Okay. And they're starting with their newer employees. So, you know, they're protecting in the union properties, they're protecting the union ones, the ones that have the seniority. But if you've been working there for less than 6 months, that's where you're going to start to be seeing some trouble. But I'm glad that you mentioned the furlough as well, because I mean, this kind of all ties in, right? Unemployment is high in Las Vegas.
I think it's one of the highest in the country right now.
It's the third highest, like, major metropolitan area in terms of unemployment. It's up there with Atlantic City is just above it, and in Maui as well, both big tourism places. Florida was on the list, yeah. So Orlando, Florida was up there at the top of the list as well.
Okay.
So I mean, it makes sense.
All the tourist destinations.
Exactly. Now, what's going to be concerning is we have everybody that's taken this mortgage forbearance.
If you got stuck without a job, you weren't able to continue paying your mortgage payments at that time, you can get a 6 or a 12-month break on those mortgage payments, so that, you know, you can not miss any payments and stay in your home. But if after 6 or 12 months you're still unable to make those initial payments, most lenders are allowing you to tack that onto the end of the loan. So it gives you a little bit of time to catch back up. It's not 4 months due all in one go, or 3 months, or however long it's been. So that's going to help a lot of people, but still, there's going to be people that are lost their jobs permanently. They don't have any income coming in. Maybe they were over leveraged. I read that credit card debt is at an all-time high right now. So, you know, stuff like this might play into it. Who knows?
Yeah, so I mean, because we have clients reaching out to us asking about short sales and foreclosures. If we are going to see those, they're going to be like in the middle of next year when people are unable to take the mortgage forbearance anymore, and if they don't have jobs at that time. And I mean, hopefully that's not the case, or if that is the case, where they're able to extend their mortgage forbearance.
Keep your eye out for short sales in your community, because that's going to be the first indicator for you and what may be to happen.
Okay, so Steve, how is there demand to buy homes? The median sales price is going up, but Las Vegas has such high unemployment.
But like we said before, first of all, the inventory is going to be a big part. But something that I actually read on another realtor's page, somebody was commenting on their page. I like being nosy and see what everyone else is doing. Someone commented, and it was a really great point, and I'm interested to see what, you know, you guys listening, watching think of this. But they said that Vegas is going to continue to be all right just because of the sheer amount of demand from Californians moving here. Because of the high taxes in California, and Las Vegas doesn't have any state income tax. Weather's pretty good all the way year round. Property prices are low comparatively, right? Cost of living is less. So I don't know, you guys tell me, is it, you know, are you thinking about moving here because of, you know, where you live? It's high property taxes, high income taxes, and, you know, is this more appealing to you? Let us know. For me, it's the weather. 300 odd days of sunshine and blue skies, you know, it makes me feel great. And also the cost of living as well. But not only that, like here in Mount Charleston, you know, we are a big city that's got gambling and clubs and restaurants and entertainment and shows. We used to, but now, we've got, you know, beautiful outdoors as well, that you can come camping and hiking, and there's something really here for everybody. So I do feel that it's very appealing, but you guys let us know. And on that note, thank you again to everyone that's reaching out to us, helping us. We're amazed. Shout out to Jasmine and Michael. Jasmine and Michael are over in Europe, going to be buying a place in Lake Las Vegas.
Beautiful.
So we're helping people from all over the world. It's not just people from America that, you know, find Henderson, Las Vegas appealing. People all over the world do. We hope you enjoyed our Las Vegas market update for this month. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. You can reach out to us on our website, thethomasgrouplv.com. Send us a message in the comments and we'll reply to you as quickly as we can. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.